Hey guys, welcome to our first podcast prediction. Oh no, review podcast, match review podcast for this season. The first top six battle that we have to review. If you're watching this, if you like our content, please smash the like button. The three ways you can support us: like, share, subscribe. We have Ono, sports fan here representing. Um, the Butlers, like we famously like to call them, or Spursy, the Spursy team, here to analyze the Man City sports game for sure. And we're gonna do like combined 11 like we always do. We'll do a quick tactical battle, key battles early in the season, and we'll do a quick prediction of the remaining top six games: Southampton, Liverpool, Arsenal, Burnley, Chelsea, Leicester, Wolves, Manchester United. So we start with the first. What's your Spurs City combined 11? Let's do one for last season that just ended. I don't know if we can really do one for this season because we don't have enough data, I think, to say what's the combined 11. Everything's still fresh. So let's just do for last season. What's your combined 11 based on performance from last season?
Yeah. Definitely last season because this season I don't know yet. But I just started with goalie, of course, Ederson. Lloris, everybody knows how I feel about Lloris. He's all right, won the World Cup, but he's got mistakes, so many mistakes. So it's Ederson, the way he uses the ball, everything. I did a 4-3-3. So in the back, it's from right to left, Walker, Laporte. Laporte is incredible. He's just slow and steady. Everybody like there's never a problem with his game really that I could see.
No
He just
Trippier?
he just slotted in. He slotted in, and I
Okay.
prefer him to Stones big time. So Laporte, Vertonghen, and Monroe's on the left.
Who's your right back?
Walker.
No
Walker.
Trippier? With all his
No,
crosses?
not Trippier. Not Trippier. Not Trippier.
Oh no, you're
Trippier?
hating, man. Stop hating. You're hating because he's left you guys.
No.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Trippier had a bad second half of the
He
season.
did. He was horrible. I think he did. He had a
All
bad
right.
second half. I agree.
In the midfield, Fernandinho, defensive,
Okay.
Ericsson, and Sissoko.
Hmm.
I
Man
would
like,
have gotten
man like
De
Sissoko.
Bruyne. I would have gotten De Bruyne in there, but he didn't play too much, really.
Correct. He was injured.
But Sissoko was a revelation because I feel like one of the things that pisses me off about Pochettino so bad is he has Sissoko playing wide all the time,
Okay.
and Sissoko is incredible in the middle. So his whole first season he played in wide right or wide left. He was horrible.
Okay.
And once he brought him in the center, then everybody's like, "Oh, Sissoko was great. He's the most improved player." Stupid. He was played in the wrong position the whole first season. So that just irks me. Anyway, Fernandinho, Sissoko, Ericsson in the middle, and then up
Interesting.
top is
Man like Sissoko.
up top is
All
where
all engine, no end product.
what? Did you see his assist? Did you see his assist last week?
Well, finally he has an assist.
Go ahead, Emperor.
I like Sissoko. I'm just messing. I like Sissoko.
I
He's a
know, I
good
know
guy.
you. I know
But
you.
he needs to work on his end product, man. His end product is pretty bad. In the final third, his decision making is pretty bad. But
He can because he had that one highlight that you saw. That was one time out of the season.
oh,
That
he
was
still did one in the last game. Did you watch Villa? Did you watch what he did when he was in the box? When a simple square play and he just like put the ball like, dude, what are you doing?
look. Here's the thing about Sissoko, right? The highlight I'm talking about is him against Van Dyke against Liverpool. Remember that game? But
I remember when he showed it to his left. I
the
remember,
thing
and he's
about
just like,
Sissoko, his final product in terms of finishing is not good. But
bro, I
when he
said
has to
that.
make the pass, he can make the pass, bro. Trust me. He
Okay,
makes the pass regularly.
no
But anyway,
problem.
you'll see it.
I'll
You'll see
start
it.
looking out for him.
You'll see it. In the front three was where it was hard because I wanted to get in Son,
Okay.
Kane, Aguero for the goals, and then Sterling. So it hurt me. It hurt me a lot, but I couldn't kick any of the Man City players out. So it's Aguero, Kane, Sterling, basically. I didn't get Son in, even though Son is our player of the year. I because Aguero's so consistent Aguero's so consistent. Kane is just Kane. I don't need to talk. Sterling had an incredible year. Not even the goals and assists, but just how he was playing smart. You know,
Correct.
he was incredible. You know, so yeah, Son is on the bench, but Son
Oh my
again,
goodness. In my opinion, I'm putting Kane on the bench, man. I didn't think Kane last season. It's a combined 11. Oh no, it's a combined 11 for the whole season. Personally, I didn't think last season was probably and everything was mostly due to injuries. Understandably, he was out for 10. He was injured for like 10 straight games, 11. So, in my opinion, Son had a better season than Kane. And just because of that, Son gets in there, and I can definitely not bench Aguero Sterling. No Bernardo Silva. Bernardo
here's the thing.
Silva.
Here's the thing. Bernardo was good, but guess what? No Bernardo Silva last week. He didn't play on the bench.
No,
That
no, no.
tells
We're
you
talking about
something.
last season, though. He was the
I
player
know,
of the year.
I know, but that tells you something. My player of the year didn't get in. My own player of the year didn't get in. But that
Dude,
tells
you
you
finished fourth. What are you talking about?
the fact that Pep benched him last week, that tells you something. Yes, he plays well, but
Okay.
sometimes when you need to make a statement game, same thing with Son, right? Yes, Son played well, but when Kane was out those last 2, 3 months, he didn't do enough for us to get in there. He did not. He did not. That's the truth. When we needed Son, when Kane was out up until the end of the season,
Mhm.
Kane was out to Champions League final.
Correct.
Son did not get the goals in,
Well,
man.
it
He
was
did.
burnt out, dude. Come on. This is the Son was literally the major reason you guys got to Champions League final. You know this. Oh no, you know this.
Bro, I said it. I gave it to him. I wanted to get him in. But if you really want to count results, when Kane was out, Son didn't get it in there. And even the guy who did, Lucas, who got us the hat trick, he sat on the bench. So, Son, I love you, bro. Sit on the bench. That's all.
I
That's
think
all.
you're being too harsh. If you want to look at the season, dude, during the Christmas, January, February, when Kane was kind of struggling in and out of injuries, Son was banging in goals after goal after match-winning goals.
Up until February, when we needed him. When Kane
But
went out with his big injury, Son
okay,
was banging in goals up until that February. So
well,
when
what
the
of Champions
crucial,
League against
the
City, it
crucial
was Son's
moment
goals. Was it not Son's goals?
against Man City. Yes,
Both
yes.
legs.
But here we're talking about Premier League, right? We said combined 11 for Premier League, right?
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
agree with you on Champions League, but we needed him in the last 3 months of the Premier League, and the goals just dried up,
Fair
man.
point, fair point, fair point. I agree. That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Okay, okay, that's true. I mean, I pretty much agree with your whole team. In my opinion, instead of Sissoko, I will find it. No, instead of Ericsson, Sissoko was good. Instead of Ericsson, because I think Ericsson had an underwhelming season for last season. Instead of Ericsson, I will replace Ericsson with Bernardo Silva. In my own last season, what I saw last season, I'm not talking about like performance level. Bernardo Silva was consistently at a high level for City. In the games where they needed grit, tracking back, energy, skill, intelligence. Was it against Manchester United, the second leg, the tight game? Was it against Liverpool, which was pretty much that's what decided the title, the 2-1 against Liverpool? That was all Bernardo Silva. The energy he brought into that game, the pressing, whenever it was tired in the 80 something minute, that dude was pressing in the front, tracking back, tracking runners. Oh no, that dude he like raised the whole team and stadium. So in my opinion, he has to be there because consistently throughout the season, he was the key guy in the key games when it was looking like a bit dicey. It was Bernardo Silva that was finding the goals to open up teams. So yeah, I think Bernardo Silva has to get in there, in my opinion. But every other thing, I agree with 100%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's arguable. I'll give you that. Bernardo Silva probably should have made it, but Ericsson was quietly consistent, actually. I didn't think he had an underwhelming season. So it's arguable. You could say that Bernardo Silva had a better season. I feel like in that position, like if I have a Sissoko, right, and a Fernandinho, and I need somebody else, a third person in midfield, I'll take Ericsson over Bernardo.
But
That's what I'm saying.
you're looking at career wise, and I agree. I'm talking
Yeah,
of last season.
fair enough. Fair
Bernardo
enough.
Silva, his performance for the whole of last season, in my opinion, was better than Ericsson. If you want to compare, now Ericsson scored more goals, and arguably you can say Bernardo Silva pretty much played mostly in the forward line, right? He was playing on the right side of the forward line. That's what they was playing, and sometimes they rotate. Then Sane and Sterling was getting rotated with Aguero, but Bernardo Silva was a mainstay. I mean, Pep even said it like, I have Bernardo Silva and 10 other players. He said it by himself, and that's how he was choosing Bernardo Silva last season. I know most of it was psychological. That's why he did that. Because now, like you said, it's benching the first game of the season. That's what coaches do. But anyways, moving on from that. Key battles. What are the key battles for this game on Saturday?
Oh man, it's crazy because I want to watch this game so bad and I have to miss it. Like I have a game tomorrow. I'm coaching tomorrow. But anyway, I think there are three key battles. Okay, first of all is in the midfield.
Okay.
Like for me, it's interesting that Man City get with by kind of sending their wide men out. Their wide men go way out, and then their fullbacks run up in the middle, give them an extra man in the middle.
Okay.
We get with by getting our fullbacks forward. Okay, so it's two things already. One, Man City have more power in the midfield than us, right? Because their fullbacks are coming in. And two, their wide men can exploit that space when our fullbacks get up. So the middle is so key, and we are the disadvantage because we have two new guys. We have Ndombele new, we have Lo Celso new, and Poch is probably gonna try to get Lo Celso in. He likes to do that trial by fire. He had fourth one time play against Man City or something. He does like so. So that's one thing. I'll give them the advantage. The other thing is forwards, right? The center forwards against center backs. I feel like we win. Like if we do a diamond and Kane and Lucas, we'll probably get behind Stones and Laporte. Okay, I feel like we have the advantage there. Jesus is not going to get much against Toby and Sanchez. That's what I think. The type of defenders that they are. Okay, so we have the advantage there. The other key thing for me is those wide guys. What is it? Mahrez on Rose. Mahrez gets Rose most of the time. Okay. And then Sterling on the left side, our right back is so shaky. Like our right back's position is so shaky. We have Trippier gone. Aurier was injured most of the last season. Kyle Walker-Peters is playing. So I love him, but he likes to get up. Sterling might do it, man. So if they're getting the midfield on us and Sterling is on Kyle Walker-Peters, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough for us. So because of that, because of those battles there, I'm giving it to Man City probably 2-1, something like that. 2-1 maybe. Yeah,
So I should captain Sterling.
Sterling have a field day if we put Kyle Walker-Peters in. That's I'm sorry to say that because I love Kyle Walker-Peters. I want to see him do it, but I kind of hope that Poch brings Aurier back for tomorrow.
So are you saying I should captain Sterling in my fantasy team?
Oh yeah. Same with first day of the season, and I'll captain him again. I should captain him again. I don't think I did the first day of the season, but I will tomorrow.
You will captain tomorrow? Okay. You actually answered. That was my own major key battle I was going to bring up. Sterling versus Kyle Walker-Peters. Yeah. So you think it's going to be a close win, 2-1?
I think it would be close. I hope what happens is that Aurier plays. I'd rather lose in fantasy than have Spurs. So that's how I'll see it.
That's what you say. In my opinion, I agree. I agree with everything you said. It was a midfield battle. I think it will be close in the midfield, but when that midfield, they bypass the midfield and it gets to that wing, I think Walker-Peters is shaky. And Mahrez against Rose. Rose was kind of iffy in the first game, but I think Rose always gets off of the big games. I think, in my opinion, you know him better, but I think he always gets off of the big games. So it might not be as shaky. I think Walker-Peters is the main threat, in my opinion. The only wild card I wanted to throw into this conversation was Harry Kane. He never turns up against Man City. That's the only side I always remember when you guys play Man City. Maybe I can remember one game, which was at White Hart Lane, but every time you go to Etihad, or most times you play, Harry Kane never shows up against Man City. He just goes quiet. And that is the one wild card I want to see. Because this is early in the season, there's a myth that Harry Kane doesn't score. Well, it's not a myth. He doesn't score well in August. He doesn't start well. He starts slow. But this season is already up and running. So maybe that might be the wild card. He might just, like go hard against City and just get one chance, bang, and that changes the dynamic of the game immediately if that happens. So it'll be a fascinating time, I think. It'll be a good midfield tactical battle because Pep. One thing I know about Pep, the only two managers at least I've seen since he's been to the EPL that he changes his formations, tries to mirror them, tries to tweak things around is Pochettino and Klopp. So it will be interesting to see how he adjusts. Every other manager is pretty much, I don't care. I feel like I feel like I have a better team that can beat you. But those two manager, he plays them, he tries to tweak, he tries to mirror, he tries to change everything, he tries to throw in a surprise, to mix everything up. So it will be interesting. Aguero is also on that wild card. He always scores against you guys. Is he really fully fit? Last game I think he came off the bench. So we'll see if Aguero is going to be the, if he's already firing on form, that'll be another thing to check out. So
Yeah.
I think it's 3-1. I think it's 3-1. I think it's really as close as you think. I think it's going to be a 3-1 win.
I will say 3-1 because it's still iffy on what Poch might. Poch has certain things he can do to make a better game of it, like start Aurier, put Lamella as number 10, like he did in our first game, because Lamella tracks back and will win the ball. He'll stop your builder.
I think it will be a very good game. Don't get me wrong. It will be a very good game, but Spurs will be undone by mistakes. That's what I see that's going to happen. So no, it's not going to be a one-sided game. Hell no, it's going to be a very good. Both teams take it to each other, but mistakes is what's going to cost Spurs, in my opinion, and that's where City win the game.
Yeah, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope Poch does better than what I'm thinking he'll do tomorrow. That's all. For example, Winks should not play tomorrow. Winks should not play tomorrow. Like, I hope that Poch sees it. But
I can guarantee you that you can take this to the bank. That Winks starting tomorrow. You can take that to the bank and cash it. Winks is starting tomorrow.
Yeah. See, Pochettino believes in this thing of like, let me take a young player, let me throw him in, trial by fire, and he'll be good for me 2-3 years down the line. Which, yes, it works, but that's why again I say we get all these coaches coming in to learn with our team. We're trying to win, bro. Like you cannot always be looking down the line. He put Kyle Walker Peters against Dembele. Dembele destroyed him. They won, Barcelona in the Champions League. And it's like, come on, we need 3 points. We need to make statements. And he's all about making a statement to his young academy players saying, I trust you. Right. He put Foyth in. He'll do Winks in. He'll put Kyle Walker-Peters in. In this game, no, can't do
it. Every manager has his weaknesses, in my opinion. I mean, that's people who say Pep overthink stuff. It's about what quality do you have? He's making the best. He's maximizing the potential of what he has, in my opinion. He's maximizing to the fullest. And this season, he got some good midfielders. And I would like to see if he can take Spurs to the next level. Because I think if he can take the Spurs team to challenge for a title with what he has, then I think Pochettino will beat. Because I personally think he's a world-class manager. I know you from your comments, I don't know where you sit. I think he's a world-class manager from what he has done with the Spurs team, in my opinion. Consistently finishing top 4 for the last 4 years in this climate of the Premiership. I mean this climate of Premiership where Spurs, Everton, Wolves, Leicester, those 4 games now, the last 3-4 years are guaranteed like banana skins for all the top 4 teams now. Like it's guaranteed once you play those teams. Home and one of those games is going to be a banana skin. It's been like that. Like and people like West Ham and Crystal Palace. Let's say West Ham can buy quality players and go and buy German League, one of the top scorers in German League and put as a striker. Like the climate of the PL has changed the last 4 years. It's so radical. And for him to consistently finish top 4, especially what he did last season without buying players, I personally think he's a world-class coach. Now, does he make mistakes? He does, absolutely. But I don't think the mistakes he makes are mistakes enough for people to doubt what he does, in my opinion.
What?
That's what I think.
Okay, I agree with everything that you said except that. That's I think you got that's exactly how I feel. I do think he's a world-class manager.
Okay.
Yeah. If he's in the top there, if you're managing in the Premier League in top 4, of course, I believe that. But the mistakes he makes tell me that he's not suggests to me that he might not be the winning manager that we need. That's how I feel. He's an incredible world-class manager, but little things he does in the game. Not even the benching of Lucas Moura in the finals and bringing somebody who's injured. Not even that. But little things he does where when you need to take over a game, when you need to win a game, he just doesn't get. Look at the FA Cup final against y'all. Yes, we can go into it deep. I mean, in the finals, he always manages to make a wrong decision, a monumental wrong decision in the finals or semifinals.
at some point, right? This is my opinion about managers. If we are going to sit and base what makes a manager like that elite manager based on trophies, how many trophies are there that will effectively go around? Let's be very honest with ourselves. How many trophies are going to go around? There are not enough trophies to go around. One, number two, what counters that story, in my opinion, is Mourinho. He was known for being winning trophies, right? He won trophies with us. Did he build a team? Absolutely not. He was trying to do a patch job. Now everything has fallen flat on our face, and we're having to do another rebuild all over again.
Okay. See, I agree with you too.
Hold
There.
on, hold
Here's
on,
the thing.
hold on. There's a point also. Let's go to someone like Klopp. For so long, the Liverpool people like doubted him and said, "Oh, the same things. Oh, he doesn't do well. He gets to so many finals. He lost to Emery with a considerably weaker Sevilla team. He couldn't win that. Oh, he's always losing finals, always choking. You know, different things people say. He might not be that guy. You know, but now the ball has finally dropped for him. He won Champions League last season. He's figured out. He's found the right mix of players, tactics. It doesn't mean that he didn't know all these things before. He knew all these things. Sometimes the ball just needs to drop for a manager. That's what I think. The ball needs to
Okay.
drop for a manager.
Maybe. There's something I always say is that there's never been a Premier League winning manager who has not won a league somewhere else. Check it in the history of it. I agree. Yes, the ball drop at a certain time, but you need to already know how to win before you come and win in the Premier League. Go check it.
Claudio Ranieri.
He had won before in Italy.
Who did he win? Who did he
I
win?
promise you. I think it was Serie B, but he won a championship.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
yes, but you think, oh, it doesn't make a difference? It's still the top Italian league, and he took it through a season of 38 games. It makes a difference, man. I
Oh,
think
no.
it was Serie B.
So you're going to use someone winning Serie B.
See, that's the thing. You got to understand, winning through a season, it
Okay.
takes a lot of work. It takes continued motivation. You know, you
I
can
agree.
motivate people through the first 6 months, and then they get used to your whole game. Oh, what am I going to do in the second half? He's going to teach us the same drills. Get out of here. It takes something special to win a season, and you need it. I just say Klopp had won. I just say Poch, he needs to learn to win, and the fact that he's doing it with Spurs now, it's all about what you want, right? Like you said, Mourinho, right?
Arsene
Mourinho,
Wenger.
it's not
What about
trophies.
Arsene Wenger?
No, hold up. It's not trophies that determines, right?
Okay.
You can be a world class manager and you win trophies like Mourinho, but you don't build a team. I understand. But for Spurs at this moment in our history, we need a winning manager.
Okay.
And I just have doubts about Pochettino being that person. He can prove me wrong tomorrow. Now, end of the season, I hope he proves me wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I'm fine. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm just telling you the doubts I have. Is he
It's
what
okay to
we
have
need
doubts.
now?
It's
Because
okay to have doubts.
for the past 10 years, we've had managers that come in and build for the future. Build for the future. From Martin Yole, it's like, bro, no, hold up. Now we
Okay.
need to win
Now.
something. So you
Okay.
can't still be telling me I'm gonna play Kyle Walker Peters, I'm gonna play Winks in against Barcelona. You're not getting it. To me, that's like he's not getting it. And I could be sounding like an idiot for this because I mean he's
Yeah.
a much better coach.
It's
But
opinions.
this is where I think we are as a club, and a
Okay.
manager needs to understand that. I don't. He has a set philosophy. Like I'm a manager for the youth, and that's what I'm gonna do forever. And if that is your philosophy the whole time, how are you gonna win a Champions League final? You don't have the mentality for that.
In my opinion, I think that's a bit harsh. And I'll say this is harsh because of when you look at Spurs' net spend all through the years he has been there, and there were big rumors that he was going to leave this summer. He was going to leave. I think he was going to leave, and that's why Daniel Levy was forced to spend. He was going to leave.
I don't agree. I don't think he was gonna leave.
Hold on, I think he was going to leave. Well, I mean, he was going to leave. Like there was a strong possibility if Daniel Levy had told him going to the summer, like, "Hey, we don't have money to back you again." People would have come for him. Madrid would probably have come for him if they didn't pull this together. Because I think, personally, in opinion, I think Madrid and probably Manchester United had on the ground like heated discussions with. They had discussions with him. I'm very sure. I'm very sure about that. I'm
I'll
very
let
sure.
you.
Now he probably turned those two teams down because of various reasons, right? Madrid probably, and this is just speculation. It's just my head. I might be absolutely wrong. Madrid just because of we know who Florentino Perez is. He can make that move. Things don't start well. Florentino Perez is a sniper. He doesn't waste time. He's sniping it. He doesn't care about your record. Manchester United, there's no structure there. Personally, I mean, I'm a United fan. I say a lot of people United don't like when I say this, but I say the truth. We don't have the right structure there, and he doesn't want to walk into that. He already sees the circles that's going on there. So like, okay, let them figure themselves out. Maybe in another 2-3 years, when they figure themselves out, maybe I'll go there. So he looks at I built so much here. Okay, let's see if I can force because managers just like players, right? They play this game. They play this game. They play that game of oh I have value here. Oh I'm thinking of my feet. All these quiet things he was saying. They play this. All of them play this game. It's a game, and I respect that. You have to, at the end of the day, rent is due, man. You have to make your money. So I'm 100% fine with that. So he played. He was playing both sides, in my opinion. Obviously, he looked at what he has built in sports. I have a strong core here. If I get 3, 4 players, I can fully challenge. So let me play this and play the game. Now, obviously, you think Pochettino doesn't know that he should have gotten right back? Do you really think that Pochettino is that dumb that he doesn't know that his right back is not good enough? Leave it enough. Leave
Right
it
back.
back in with enough money. That's why I keep telling people all these managers are not dumb. I had the same discussion with Miami fans about Social when they were like, "Oh, Social is building something. He's fine with doing it." Some people, we're blaming. Why is he fine? We don't buy midfielders. I said, "Do you think Social is stupid? He didn't get back. It's obvious, but he's not going to go the Mourinho way and throw his toys out of the pram and come out and start complaining like, oh, I didn't. You won't do that because that negativity will seep into the players and the season goes down from there. Same thing with Pochettino. Pochettino wasn't going to come out last season and say, "Oh, you know what? I didn't get the money." He's not going to do that. He has to act like he's fine with the situation because it's a mental thing. He knows this. So my point is, for me to start rambling, my point is the defense. He knows he needs a right back. Daniel Levy probably had discussion like, "Yo, I probably don't have more than 150 million. What are your key areas?" They talked about this thing. This is a must. This I have someone that can make do. But ideally, I want somebody. It's like, no. What are your key areas? And I told him midfield. I need to strengthen the midfield. So okay, this is what I can give you now. Maybe next summer, maybe we can go to right back. That's probably what happened. And I said, okay, I have someone who can make do. Let's go. That discussion happened. He knows that World Capital is not good enough. He knows this. Aurier is very, very erratic. So it's like, let me make do with him. He has to. Who is if he has somebody better than World Capitals, right? And he was playing, then I can agree with that criticism. That's just my opinion. But there's nobody better, so he has to go with him.
See, no. I don't agree that Aurier is not better. I think
No, no,
Aurier is
no.
better.
Aurier is injured. Is he not injured? He's injured though.
I think he was on the bench. He was on the bench. I don't think he's fully fit, but
Okay.
he can play tomorrow. See what I'm saying? I agree with what you're saying on like balancing the interest and playing the situation, right, for
Right.
Pochettino. And he's not gonna be like Mourinho in that situation.
Right.
But here's the thing. Here's the key decision for me. Like a coach, a winning coach to me, right? Let's say Mourinho. Remember, this guy gave chances to a lot of young players. Joe Cole, Glenn Johnson at the time, a lot of young players for Chelsea. But here's what Mourinho does. Like now, let's say he was the coach of Spurs. He's playing Kyle Walker Peters against Aston Villa, right? Now, tomorrow is against Man City. He's like, Kyle Walker Peters, I love you. I believe in you. You're on the bench. Aurier's playing this game against Man City because we need to win this game, make a statement. Or if it's a FA Cup final, Aurier's playing. Oh, we have another game against Burnley, against maybe Arsenal. Kyle Walker Peters come back. Okay, now Pochettino sees this same game, right? His philosophy is I know Kyle Walker Peters is not as good as Aurier. He'll probably make a mistake more than Aurier, right? But I want him to play this big game against Man City because I believe by the end of the season, by next season, he'll be an incredible player. I want it for his development. That's good, but that doesn't win you titles
I see what you mean.
because
Short term.
because he'll make a mistake that doesn't allow you go forward. That doesn't allow you get 3 points. That doesn't allow you win a final. That's what I'm saying.
So
And that's what I'm saying. That mentality of a coach, I don't know if that's what will win us title or medals or trophies now.
I see what you're saying. I get what you mean. Like knowing to when to make that decision. So he mortgages the gain, long term gain for short term results. He does that. Like I get that. But to be fair, I like when Davis Arquette a lot. To be fair, Ferguson used to do that a lot. He did that with Raphael. I remember he played Raphael in big games when we used to have O'Shea. It cost us, but Raphael grew, and
Yes.
sometimes it did cost us. Now the other side of doing that.
Raphael ain't grow. Raphael did not grow.
No, he did well. He did well. He did decent. He
Okay.
did
Okay.
relatively well, and he probably would have continued. But by the time he left, the other managers didn't back him. Like Moyes didn't know what he was doing. Obviously, LBG is like, nah, I don't trust this guy.
Okay.
So
Okay. Ayo, I'm sorry. I have to stop you there. But can we both agree that in the case of Raphael, it did not pay dividends?
it did
That
not.
that philosophy, it did not.
But that's not because that was built because of manager instability, in my opinion. That was the reason
Okay.
why it hasn't
Fair enough.
paid. There was no
Fair enough.
growth. There was no
Okay,
continuity.
you're right. You're right. Manager instability. I'm not saying that the philosophy doesn't pay dividends as a whole. I'm just saying in
Yeah.
that case, it did not pay dividends. That's
Right.
why.
I see what you mean about like in tactical. This time Mourinho used to do that when he was in his prime. But when you compare a lot of things that he does not do now to what Pochettino does, because another way you can look at it is, okay, yes, you do that, but guess what? That experienced person that you don't play in these big games and you just bring him in for the big games, right? When it comes to those big games, he could be rusty. He could not because he has not played for a long time. You're playing the younger guy, and it could all blow up in your face. Remember he did it with Belarus. Do you remember? Back in days for Chelsea, it was like when it was time for a big game, let me train Belarus, and he threw him in, and he had a terrible game against was
I
it
agree.
Barcelona, and after that, Belarus was nowhere to be found again. He threw,
I
so
agree. I agree. If you're
I see your
bringing
point.
that guy,
I see your point, but it makes sense.
if
It
you're
makes
bringing
sense.
that guy from a position where he hasn't played,
Yeah.
of course, yes, I agree with your point. But most of the time, it's where both of them are playing, kind of like I don't know who I'll use, Ferreira and who was your right back, Chelsea's right back at the time. People where you get a game, he gets a game, or he
I
gets
get
a
what you
game.
mean because what he used to do now, he play Wayne Ferreira when they're playing like the regular guys. When it comes to the big game, he used to move Gallas there. That's what he used to do. He would take Gallas to go and play right back, and the center back with Cavallo and Terry. I remember he used to do that. I remember that. But yeah, okay. Well, that was good conversation. Let's go on through the predictions. No need. Just tell me your predictions. Southampton, Liverpool.
I think if
Scoreline.
Southampton plays three in the back against Liverpool, they'll get blown. They'll get blown away. So I put 3-1 or 1-3 for Liverpool for that one because they played 3-5-2 in the first game. So anyway,
Okay, I think personally, I think it's going to be 2-1. Liverpool is going to be very close because Liverpool will be fatigued from the Super Cup they
uh,
played on Wednesday, so I think they'll be a
okay.
little fatigued. So I think it's going to be a close game, but Liverpool will still win. They have enough quality. Arsenal, Burnley.
All right, Arsenal Burnley was tough. I think Aubameyang is just in great form. I think
Yeah,
he'll do it for them. Burnley strikers are good, but I looked at them against Socrates and what's the other guy? Chambers. I think Socrates and Chambers have they can be good against those two guys, Burnley, Woods and Barnes. So I think Arsenal will take it. Probably
how
like
many goals?
2
Two
two
one.
one 1-0, something like that.
Okay, I think it'll be like 3-1. Chelsea, Leicester.
Chelsea, Leicester. I think Leicester had since Maguire left, they had that Turkish guy, Soyuncu and
Yeah,
Evans. If Giroud plays against them, Giroud needs to play. Okay, Giroud needs to play, and I think Lampard has seen it now after the Super Cup. So if Giroud plays, Chelsea wins 2-0, something like that. I can't really say what, but from Leicester, they have what was the guy playing? What was the guy? They have Vardy. Vardy, against Chelsea's back. He might get something against Zuma because Vardy always get his goals. But I think if Giroud plays with what I saw in the Super Cup, the way Pulisic and Pedro were attacking, I'll give Chelsea. I'll give Chelsea that.
okay. How many goals?
Wolves and Man U, I think is a draw. I think
No,
it'll be a
Chelsea,
draw.
Leicester. How many goals? Just before you go to that, Chelsea, Leicester. How many goals?
Oh, oh, oh! I said 2-1 or
2-1.
2-0 if
Okay.
Giroud plays. If
Giroud
Giroud,
plays. I think that's a 1-1. It's written all over
yeah.
it. Yeah, just because
Ah,
of. Same reason they played 120 minutes, penalties, they're fatigued, and that was their first team, and they're going to repeat the same people on Sunday. I think they'll struggle. Leicester will just sit back and hit them on the break. So I think it's a 1-1.
You forget the steroid user, Conte.
No,
Oh,
Kante is there. Kante will do it. In fact, the only reason why I'm not saying they're losing that game is because of Kante. So I think it's a draw. Wolves, Man United.
Wolves, Man U. I said a draw. I said 1-1 or 2-2 because I really like Wolves forwards and the way they move the ball against Man U. Man U could get Wolves because Wolves plays three in the back too, I think.
Yes, really
But
bad.
Man U never like y'all never work your width properly. Like Lingard will be coming in the middle,
Everybody comes
and
in the middle
you don't use your width as good as let's say a Tottenham or a Man City.
because we don't
Okay,
have wingers, and our fullbacks don't know how to cross. So it's
fair
just that's
enough.
why.
Fair enough. So because of that, you can't exploit the spaces behind the 3-5-2. So
Yep.
Wolves will because of that, Wolves is gonna have a chance. Wolves is gonna have a chance against you, and they'll make it hard because they play well already. That guy, I can't.
Compact, they sit
Know,
compact. Yeah.
they'll get y'all. They'll get y'all. So a
I,
draw.
I think just because of the fact that they've beaten us so many times in the last couple of months, we've lost twice to them in a week. I think this new counter-attacking style that Ole is trying to do, especially if he gets his tactics right and doesn't go and try to go defensive and play Matic or try to play Mata. Once he doesn't do any of those things and plays like the same guys, or maybe bring in Fred for more midfield solidity and push Pogba further forward, I think we'll be able to nick a 2-1 because our defense is better. The two times they beat us, in fact, the 3 games we played, 1 draw, 2 losses, was all most of the goals were defensive errors. I think that will be help now with Maguire and Wan-Bissaka. I rate them a lot defensively. They make better decisions as defenders. So if Ole doesn't try to overthink it and try to just keep, the same counter-attacking style, you sit, let them have the ball. They think they have better midfield, and we break on them. I think we can get them the 2-1. It's going to be tight, like you said, because they too will try to be careful. So I think we can hit them on the break. And now we have more. I think we have better reading going forward. Now that we don't have, the first touch that lands in.
I wanted to ask you. I wanted to ask you. Why do you think? Why do you think he left? Why do you think that happened? Like, what happened with Lukaku leaving?
A couple of it. I'll keep it short. Then we can probably talk about this offline. Couple of things. I think he doesn't fit Ole's style of play. One, he doesn't fit what Ole is trying to counter-attacking, pressing football. One, two. I think Lukaku lost the plot in the sense that Lukaku got in this mentality of being the last boss's favorite. I was kind of already causing some type of division. I'm not too sure about that, but I'm just going to go for what I saw and what he said when he came out and gave that ESPN interview. I don't know if you remember during the whole toxicity of Mourinho, he came out and gave an ESPN interview, which is kind of was a PR move in my opinion. Came out and said, "I have no problem with the boss. He's a great manager. Other players should man up." That was kind of divisive.
Hold on. Other players should what?
Man up. They should be in and suck it up. That was kind of a divisive thing to say because that was in between Mourinho like having issues with Pogba, issues with Bailly, issues with Valencia, Sanchez. That was not a good thing to say. So he was shocked when that managerial change came and the new manager that came in put him straight on the bench because he was overweight. He wasn't working for the press. He started Rashford and they were scoring goals. And he was coming off the bench. He was doing reasonably okay. And I think it kind of got to his head where it's like, oh, how can I, with my goal scoring record to this young kid? So I think he went about it the wrong way. Then number 3, just economics, pure economics. There's no way someone earning 250 or 230K will be okay sitting on the bench. And for us, the economics doesn't make sense for him to be a bench player. So that was just why. So those were the 3 things. And I think his attitude to everything that happened. He just started sulking up, stopped trying for the manager, and all things started saying from last season when the season was still going on, saying things like, oh, his dream move is Italy, okay? Then it comes out. Yeah, he said it. Then during preseason, before preseason started, he comes out and says Conte is the best manager in the world. Why are you under contract to Manchester United? Those kind of things, yeah. Then he didn't come. He didn't come to training. He didn't come to training. He got fined. He went and started training Anderlecht. He was going to get fined. So he pretty much forced his move in a way. But we were happy to sell him. But we're happy to sell him only if we got a replacement. But he forced his way out. So those were the factors, in my opinion.
I think it's so interesting that you lost him, and then Ole brings Martial out to play center forward. I wonder if it'll stay like that. Like maybe he just did it because against Chelsea he felt like it's better, but I wonder if he'll keep it that way and keep Rashford on the wing.
This was fun, guys. If you're watching this, like, share, subscribe, to our channel. We'll do another one upcoming next couple of days. Ono, thanks for coming on. This was fun.